everyone, hope you're all well. Sorry for the few minutes delay there. I had to obviously jump from one set to the next, albeit it's the same set. I needed to get different items out for today's show. I hope you're all well. My name is Toni and this is the How to Craft Network, which is formerly known as Stamps by Me. They are two that's become one. So if you are watching for the first time, don't forget to click that subscribe button. This allows you to get all the notifications when we are live, and there's also a little bell which gives you half an hour notice if we are going to be live, so you can grab a cup of tea or you can get your stash out and have a craft along with me. So I hope you're all well. Did you just enjoy the iMile show? Sorry about me not being able to connect first off, but you still got the lovely Carly in the meantime. So let's say hi to everybody. So hi Jan, Sue, Susan, Tracy, Bridget, Rosie, Jill, Enid, Shan, Pat, Vanda, Julie, Christine, Amanda. It's lovely to see you all. So in today's studio we're going to stick with the theme, the iMaler. I did have one demo planned, but it sold out, and I do like to still demo products that have sold out, but because it's launched today and sold out in the very same day and you don't have the product anyway, I'm going to swap it out for another design. So I'm going to use the fabulous ballet dance, now one of my favourites. So you get four dancers in here who are all facing different ways, doing different ballet moves and things like that. So I'm going to do a little cheeky card on this one. It's not going to be a very long studio, but I didn't want to cancel the studio because I'm mindful that when we did our sales show you sort of like missed out on the inspiration in the afternoon because I needed to help the girls, so I didn't want to have to cancel a second one as well. So we're going to do a nice little card, very clean, simple card using that beautiful design today. Have we all got a cup of tea or a cup of coffee? Marilyn's 55 years today. Is that birthday today or what's going on, Marilyn? So grab your cup of tea and coffee and let's have a fun half an hour. So just a couple of things to tell you about then. Tomorrow we have our painting class, 10 o'clock. Just all you need is some watercolour paints and a watercolour brush and some watercolour card if you have it. 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Don't be stressing over not having metallic paints. I've got lots of alternatives that we're going to use and you'll all have them in your stash. Please trust me when I say the alternatives you will have in your stash, and we'll talk through those in more detail in the morning at 10 o'clock. And then I'm back on TV 2:15 with another iMaler show with whatever is left with Carly. And I think that's it. And then Monday I have a Facebook Live tomorrow at 4 o'clock on the Stamps by Me Facebook page. 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, evening. Got lots to show you and you are going to be thrilled with what I've got to show you because I'm so excited about it. So make sure you tune in for that one. Tell all your friends. I will pop a post on later today to let everybody know about it. So shall we do some crafting? Happy birthday, happy birthday. Oh, happy anniversary, happy birthday, happy anniversary. Wedding anniversary. Well, what an achievement. Well done, sweetheart. You must be a keeper. So let's have some fun, shall we? So if you did buy the ballet dance, I'm going to show you a little card. But again, if you didn't buy anything, we don't expect you to buy anything. Have a look what you've got in your stash. It might be the technique that you like and you can take away and use with your other lovely products. So I have a piece of white cardstock here. Let me just clean my door from my last TV demo because you've seen the trailer, haven't you? It'll end up all over. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, first of all, take it back out my Eureka because I'm going to do a little bit of a technique first. So let's just set this aside. So I just got my Distress Oxide, my warm lipstick. It's a really, really pale pink when you dilute it down. So I'm just going to pop some on my mat here onto my glass mat. Now you can use the top of your Eureka if you want to. I'm just using my glass mat here today. It's got a bit of texture in my glass mat as well, which gives a cool look on my card. So I'm just going to spritz it with some water, quite a lot of water, because I want it to be quite pale, okay? So I'm just going to pick up the card, and I just really want a cluster of colour in one corner here. So I'm hoping, if I just drop it in this corner here, this is normal cardstock, by the way, it's nothing fancy. Now, what I don't want is that awful line. I don't want that, so I'm going to have to pop it back in. There we go. Get rid of that awful line. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dry this one off. Very, very quickly. And to create texture and layers, I find that if you dry off between layers, I'm going to keep that pool of colour, but if you dry off between the layers, you get that build-up of different, like, pools of colour in different areas. So I'm just going to pop it back in that colour. So you can see now we've got like a texture part in there. Just see if I can get some more of that ink picked up. So I'm not wasting any really. You see that there? So we've got a little bit of texture on there, not probably as much as I'd like. So you can see the two layers. As we dried that layer underneath, we have this second layer which has created that sort of texture, and I'm going to go again and add another layer. Hopefully I'll just get this to dry back a little bit. There we go. So, and Carly's actually just mentioned this on TV, hasn't she, about drying between your layers to create texture. It is a good technique. So I'll just pop some more water in there. So I'm just going to go for a third. There we go. So you can see, we see how you've got them little sort of layers built up with the blobs and the sort of rise and fall there. It's a good technique if you do dry between the layers. There we go. I'm happy with that now. So let's just clean this one off. It's one colour. Can you see how we've got those sort of textures in there? Because rather than trying to get texture in one pass with water and colour, do one pass, dry it, do a second, dry it, and do a third, and then you'll get sort of those layers, like an onion. An onion. I'm just going to try and get this as dry as I possibly can, because I am going to do a bit of heat embossing on here. Just put my Eureka on while it's hot. Good technique is, whilst your paper is hot from your heat, pop something on top of it. It just kills that sort of cockling in the water. It won't take it all away, but it'll get rid of some of it for you. Tracy's saying that she loves my dress. This came from a supermarket and was £8. Don't tell anybody. Supermarket beginning with A. There we go. So, let's pop this into our Eureka now. It's still a little bit wet. I'm just going to go, I don't risk it, I'm just going to give it a little bit longer. I think because it's normal cardstock, it really likes to hold on to all that water, doesn't it? I'm just going to pop it underneath. So let's grab our lovely ballet, ladies. So they are big. If you look, you get a 4. So if you think about an A5, this half of it is A6. So they're still a really good size. So don't be scared of, you know, smaller sizes. Just because I Marlowe do big, the smaller ones are equally as beautiful. They do, Tracy. ASDA, Lindsay. I don't know why we just don't say it. It's crazy, isn't it? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, oh, which ones do I like? I just want to use 2. Let's just pop this under here, look. So I think we'll use the 2 that are these 2, or these 2. That one's quite nice. So let's go for these 2. So what I'm going to do, get my artwork, because we've got the pretty pink, which is beautiful for ballet, isn't it? So so what I thought would be quite cool is I have two embossing powders here. So I have Claire's Rosy Gold, which is more like a ballet slipper colour. Okay, it's really, really pretty. And then I have a silver, and I thought it'd be really cool to do like them two together. So let's just see. So I'll just take them off my carrier sheet here. Can't decide which is your favourite, Vanda. No. It's funny because Carly messaged me, would you mind if I demoed these? Like, of course, do as you like. She had her favourites, bless her. So let me just make sure. Let me just check. Oh, that's right. So we have the lady that's sort of jumping, and then we have the lady that stood still. So I thought, you know what the thought did? I was going to pop the lady up here in the rose gold and then the silver bouncing through. So let's do the lady in rose gold first. So always position where you think I might do her a little bit higher because I'm going to pop a sentiment down there. So let's do her up here, and we'll do her in the rosy gold, and hopefully that ink underneath, the pink colour, isn't, let's absolutely cover this in an anti-static bag, and hopefully the colour won't stick everywhere where I don't want it to. Give it a good old rub in there. So I'm just using a sticky ink pad here. So taps all over the lady. And this is the one what I'm going to do in that lovely ballet slipper colour. So you'll hardly see her, but she'll be that lovely accent in the back. So Tracy's saying, I love the Imala, so unique. Who designs the stamps? Well, we both get our heads together. They're not actually predominantly all of our designs. Some's Carly's, some's mine, but we use other fabulous designers as well. But we always pick ones that sort of have a theme or a tone. So you'll see that the designs have the ladies and the sort of runways and the lines, the one-line art and things like that. You know, it's sort of us screaming out, you know, artwork. We love artwork, things that look freehand drawn and things like that. So I would say it's a touch of everybody. It's not just one person. It's an eclectic mix, which I think works really well together. But we can't take credit for them all because some of them are from other fabulous designers. So I'm just going to grab a piece of cardstock here, she says, without breaking my neck. And I'm just going to use that lovely ballet colour, and hopefully it won't stick everywhere. It'll just stick to the lady. And it has. Look how beautiful. Look how you can just see it there in the background, can't you? Absolutely gorgeous. So Toni, how do I join the stamp club? We don't have our stamp club at the moment, Tina, sorry. The reason for this is we're updating our website and it's going to have a new stamp club. So, but we will let you know as soon as the new website is up and running, and then you'll be able to join the new one. It's going to be completely different, and it's going to be very beneficial for you as crafters who like to spend with us here at Stamps by Me as well. We're putting something together that's going to look after you as an avid crafter of Stamps by Me, so it's going to be super cool. Oh, Tracy, that's very kind. It's really difficult to be different, isn't it? Because there's so many craft companies. Sometimes it can all blend into one, what's going on, can't it? So to be different is really really hard, I would say now. But it's like I always say, and I say it to Carly all the time, just be true to yourself and just do what you love. If there's nothing, if you don't like what you love doing, don't do it. Don't bother doing it. You know, do something, do it well. Don't do something half-hearted. So there we go. So we've got the lovely lady there in the background. Can we see that there? Hopefully you'll be able to see her just shine. Look how beautiful she is. That just shows you how beautiful that ballet slipper colour comes through there. So if you're looking for an alternative embossing powder and you don't have this one, have a look for a creamy tone or a pink tone. Nothing with sparkle for this technique, but if you want to do a sparkly lady, then obviously you can. Just dig out what you've got in your stash. So let's do the other lady, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do her over as if she's sort of like practicing up there herself, and then down here we're going to do this lady, and I'm going to do her in silver. So somebody just missed the comment there, but someone was talking about the stamp club again, and they joined a long time ago and they're still a member. We're just leaving everybody as members. Don't worry about it. We're not taking anybody off being a member. We're just letting everybody run until we're sorted. So if you've been a member for a year and a half and not been asked for that £10 for the year, don't worry about it. You know, we're just letting it run for now. So a sticky ink pad again. So this is the lady that's in a different format, remember. Last question on this is the ballet slipper ink pad and embossing. So they are by Thirsty Brush. If you go to the search engine on our website and pop Thirsty Brush in there, if they're in stock they will be there. So you've got your sticky ink pad, you've got your embossing powders, there's a whole host of colours. She's got some sparkly ones too. Go and have a look on there. Hopefully there is some in stock, hopefully. So I'm going to do it twice just in case. You can see, or you can see it there, but I am just going to do it twice. So do the iMala stamps have stamp club price? Only some do. I didn't think there was a stamp club price on any of them because we are trying to get ourselves organised. I'll have to have a look at that one when I've come off air. If you did get it at stamp club price, don't tell anybody. Shh. Patricia's saying, oh, she felt like she should owe me now. Don't you worry, don't worry. It's not the end of the world. Beautiful stamp, come back in stock, Toni. Charlotte, you're in luck. It's back on Monday for birthday. I'm not giving you too much information, but if you like lamination, you need to tune in birthday week, which is Monday, which I'm doing a Facebook Live for tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Oh my gosh, are you in for a surprise? So there we go, look, got that beautiful lady there in the foreground, and she's going to be in a bright, sparkly silver. Make sure I've got her covered. You see how using that anti-static bag has given us sort of a lovely, lovely, crisp finish design on there. So try and keep your artwork tidy if you can. So grab them. Get an anti-static bag. I think there are other ways of, you can buy them, they're pretty inexpensive anyway, but people do make their own, which is absolutely fine, with talcum powder and things, which makes your card smell really lovely. Let's have a look. Beautiful iMala stamp. Sorry, not lamination stamp. Oh, have they sold out on our web as well? You'll have to check that one. Do constantly check though with TV and with ourselves, because they do bounce back. Sometimes you'll all see on when we've got them on my website, they sell out, and then everybody says, oh, they've sold out, but then 10 minutes later we found some more that have bounced back and our website's gone into negative, but we've put them back in stock, so do keep checking. So on Monday at 7:30 in the morning, I've got 3 shows throughout the day, but on Sunday, tomorrow at 4 o'clock I'm going to do a Facebook Live, so you'll be able to see. So let's just heat set this one. Haven't tried lamination. Oh my gosh, Vanda's in for a treat. Lamination is our favourite. It's our favourite. Lamination are amazing. They are. Vanda, you'll be hooked. Be careful. Let's show you this lovely lady here. So we've got that beautiful lady in the background shining through, and then we've got the lovely silver lady in the front there. This is a half the size of an A4, so you can still see they are really big stamps, aren't they? So there we go. So I was going to stamp a sentiment, but all of my stamps that I have to hand, guess what, don't have sentiments. Let's have a look. Wait, I have a sentiment, I'm telling Fizz, but it says thinking of you on it, and I don't think that's appropriate for 2 ballet dancers bouncing through the air, do you? Yeah, tomorrow Carol, 4 o'clock, Stamps by Me Facebook page. I'm doing a Facebook Live. Lots to show you. Right, so I'm not going to pop a sentiment on because I don't have one. So let's just pop this out of the way here. So what I am going to do, excuse me, just pop this out of the way, is I'm just going to take my sticky ink pad here, just grab my paper back in. I'm just going to give the edge of this card some silver. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the sticky ink pad and I'm just going to run it down the side, okay? Nothing fancy, just so I get a little bit of detail on my card. So it doesn't matter if it's not even, it's just to give it a little bit of texture. And then I'm just going to take the silver. Should really do it in the ballet slipper, but it won't show very well, so I'm just going to go silver. So I'll just pop that silver all the way around. So when you first pop it on, it looks a little bit ugly, but it will look nice once you pop a bit more on there. Let's just set this aside. So always, like now, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I've ruined it. Always stick with your artwork right till the very end. It's not till it's on its card, it looks better than it actually is. So I'm just going to grab my brush here, which is dry, and I'm just going to push some of that embossing powder back because I don't want it all the way into my image. So I'm just taking my brush there, pushing it slightly back. You see that there? So I've just got a nice sort, it's going to be a sparkly frame. Like so, can we see that there? So you'll just see it there. So let's just pop, heat set that one. I'll get my gun hot. And as the powder changes, just chase it. Let's just see what I've got going on here. I have the word friend from one of our subscription boxes, so I'm going to stamp that on. Now you could do it in the embossing powder, but I'm going to leave. I'm going to stay away from the embossing because I've got quite a lot of embossing on here. Give it a good rub off there. So I have the word friend here, so this would be a nice friend card, wouldn't it, with the dancers on there. And I'm going to stamp this one in grey. I'll just grab my other ink pad actually. Oh, it fell off my door. That wasn't right clever, was it? Make sure my door's dry. Try again. Has anybody got a spare butterfly? Hopefully it doesn't fall off again. Didn't stick it very well, did I? let's get this onto our card. So I've got some silver mirror board. Just move all of this out of the way. I'm going to leave it. I'm not sure about the heat embossed edge, but I am going to leave it. Get lots of glue on the back there because it's got a little bit of a warp in the card, so we'll get plenty of glue on the back there. Having a great day, am I? Do you think I'm hungry? I need feeding. So you can see now, we've done that silver board. It looks quite pretty on that metallic card, doesn't it? Don't really, I'll hold it up in a second. It sort of disappears, really. Just give the card a chance to grab. Just turn it over and give it a good push down. A gem on top, yep. Butterfly or a gem. It's always a winner, isn't it? Just make sure it's straight, that's it. Okay, Susan, we'll see you later. See you tomorrow. Or see you in the morning if you are painting along, 10 o'clock. The Iron Marlow book tree is not in stock, I don't think. We did have it back in stock, but I think it went back out of stock again. I'm just putting this one onto our card blank here. Again, I'll just give that a second to grab. I'll just pop my new make sure it's straight first before I get to be a giddy kipper. There we go, and then I'll just pop my Eureka on top, and I'm just going to grab some sparkles because every dancer needs sparkles. These are the sparkles that we have in our subscription boxes, my favourite. Just going to take a few of those. Just show you this as well, look here. So I've got this lovely frame here. If you were to sort of pretend there's no card under there, and I didn't drop the thing, but can you imagine without it being on a card there? Because it is sparkly, it looks flat there, but you've got that shine in there too, so, you know, it would look nice in a frame. So if you are thinking about a gift for a friend. So I'm just going to do we'll do one really big one and then the rest tiny. And these ones up here we'll do tiny. I need a smaller one. And we'll leave it with those on. I'll move these to one side for now. There we go. Liked it in the frame. Yeah, it looks pretty in the frame, doesn't it? So I always have this, always, you've seen me just grab this all the time. I always have a look to see what things look like as artwork. I mean, if you were just to capture those two lovely ladies there, look, without the word friend, that would be a beautiful gift in itself as well, wouldn't it? So, you know, or just that part there, as if it was in a frame. Her in the centre in a really light colour. This lady on her own, so, you know. But there we go. So let's just hold that one up for you there. So do you just see that lady in the background there? There we go. You can see her if you flash it through with the light on there. Just pop that down. I'll just move out of the way. So I hope you've enjoyed that one. I'm sorry it was a quick card today, but as you know, it's been a super busy day today. So we've got lots to do. And I am back with you in the morning, and we are going to be painting some lovely leaves, incorporating some overlays with other colours, pens and metallics and things like that. So I hope you've liked that one, and I hope you've had a lovely afternoon with me, Carly, and then obviously this extra half an hour with me today. So whatever you're doing, stay safe, and I'll see you all tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Don't forget, if you don't have the supplies, still tune in, because I have lots of alternatives. If you don't have metallic paint, I've got other ideas for you. So please tune in and come and have an hour and a half with us here at Stamps by Me. You know, it's National Crafts Month of March. I want everybody to get involved. So I will see you all tomorrow at 10 o'clock, bright and breezy. See you then. Bye.